Welcome to Keep It Electric with Tremayne Person, Episode 8, brought to you by Sonic Shore. At the time of this recording, it is Thursday afternoon, June 8th. The Seattle Mariners are sitting at 30 wins and 21 losses, fourth place in the AL West, 10 games back behind the 40 and 21 Texas Rangers. I'm going to need that number to stop increasing as soon as possible. I need it to happen. Interesting quote I heard from Jerry DiPoto in his most recent radio show. More on that in a minute. The Mariners are coming off of a 2-game series split against the San Diego Padres. Game 1, we saw Logan Gilbert dominate the Padres for 7 innings, giving up only 3 hits and 1 earned run, walking 2, striking out 6, and earning the victory. Teoscar Hernandez hit his 10th home run of the season. Julio Rodriguez hit his team-leading 11th. Andres Munoz is back, baby. Made his return to the bullpen, striking out 2 in the 8th. And Paul Sewald earned his 12th save of the year, closing out a 4-1 victory. Game 2. Yeah. Something that we have seen too often lately. Quite frankly, something we've definitely seen enough of. Kirby was met with a barrage of hits, including a 3-run homer from newcomer Gary Sanchez. The Padres continue to stack their lineup with these names. Final line for Kirby: 3 2/3, 11 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 Ks. Matt Brash followed him, giving up 2 more runs. Taylor Saucedo relieved him, giving up another run. And then Matt Festa brought us home with 1 1/3, stopping the bleeding, allowing no more scoring for the remainder of the game as we get whipped 3-10. Jerry DiPoto got it right on his radio show today. There is a power outage in Seattle. All the numbers are down collectively. The team can't hit. They just can't hit. And when you look at this team analytically, he is correct in the way that this team is built. These guys can hit a lot of home runs. Honestly, when you look at the big picture, we're 30 and 21. We're a 500 club, and our bats haven't even woken up yet. So I'm a believer in holding out hope here. I think, honestly, you get a couple of these bats going and our season can look completely different. I think it's very obvious that the team is pressing at the plate. They're not manipulating these counts. They're letting the pitchers kind of dominate them. And honestly, like the games where we witness them sitting back at the plate and working the count, it tends to work out better. So I'm really hoping as a unit that they continue to work on this. The next series against the Angels is a really great place to start. Let's see what happens. Dylan Moore and previously mentioned Andres Munoz have been activated. They're now on the MLB roster and returned from injury. Trevor Gott hits the 10-day injured list with lower back spasms. And Sam Haggerty, unfortunately, is the roster casualty, and he was optioned to AAA Tacoma. Haggerty has actually hit 300 in his last 20 at-bats, but he's used so sparingly. I like to see him in a Mariners uniform, but I think it's best for him to get the reps in Tacoma right now. And barring another energy, something that I need more of right now, right? Barring another injury, we could see Sam Haggerty again soon. As we take a look at our upcoming series here, we are going against the 3rd place Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Let's take a look at these matchups. Game 1 is a must-see matchup. Battle of the Aces. Luis Castillo takes his 2.55 ERA versus Shohei Ohtani. I say Shohei Ohtani. I love Shohei Ohtani, to be honest. He's the one guy in Angels uniform that I would really love to see in a Mariners uniform. Come on over, Shohei. Kelenic, Crawford, and Suarez have all had a good run at Ohtani. I'm hoping that will continue and the Mariners can get a win out of this one. Brian Wu is starting game 2 in his second start of his career, taking on lefty Patrick Sandoval. I don't love Patrick Sandoval. He's not Shohei Ohtani. Sandoval has lost his last 4 starts, producing only 1 quality start over that span. This one's really going to go off the rails here. Bryce Miller is starting game 3 versus Griffin Canning. Bryce Miller has lost a little velocity. Listening to Jerry DiPoto speak, this was this stretch where Bryce Miller took on the Rangers and the Yankees was the first time in his career where he started on the 5th day after his previous start. So he's lost a little velocity on that fastball. There's been a couple rest days in this last stretch here, so hopefully we'll see that velocity return. He's a strike thrower, just like George Kirby is a strike thrower, so I'm imagining that the Angels are going to sit back on that fastball. I think his fastball is going to work this time around, but you don't want to miss with Shohei at the plate or with Mike Trout at the plate. There's some guys that are going to punish that fastball if he leaves it over the plate. Same issue with Wu, really. 2 young arms that are strike throwers. But, with their youth, leaving things over the plate can happen. So going against the Angels, who can hit the ball hard and far, we're going to need those bats. So Griffin Canning, he's put together a couple good starts. His last 2 starts, he pitched into the 6th inning. His last start actually made it to the 7th, but every start he's had this year, previous of that, he didn't make it out of the 5th. So this is a guy that we can attack early. I like our matchup against Sandoval. We have a good track record against lefties analytically for the previous years. These bats are going to wake up at some point. I fully expect that we still have a playoff team. Just keep holding out hope and believe. With that being said, the All-Star ballot is still out till June 22nd. You can vote 5 times in a 24-hour span. Vote for your Seattle Mariners, people. Make sure that they get in here and rep the city well. Outside of that, I hope, we get another Julio sighting in the home run derby. If you have any questions, email me in the mailbag. It's keepitelectricwithtrey, Tre, @gmail.com. Let's take this series against the Angels. Keep it electric. Go Mariners.